And hello everyone! Let's see what the market is doing. By the way, happy Monday everybody! And so today we finally started the new week, and let's see where we could go on this one. Let me switch over to our short-term charts, and here we go. We got some levels playing out since last week, and on the weekend the price action was quite a weak, and if I check it 30-second time frame, it was basically empty. Like whatever you can see on the chart in yesterday and in the Saturday as well, that's basically nonsense. And a lot of the times you can see that the chart is lacking liquidity right here. So you can see over here, it's just basically no good candlesticks like this, like emptiness in the order flow. So yeah, that's kind of a situation on the weekend. So that's why I'm not trading on the weekend. So welcome everybody who joined me today, and if you join me right now, say hi in the chat, and let's see how many people are with us. And by the way, let me see what is going on 1 hour time frame. So on 1 hour time frame, you can see over here we actually move it to 6,600 in the close of the Friday. We reached our head and shoulders target of around 6,900, so it was quite it didn't shoot exactly to the target, however it was really close. So anyway, we kind of created this double top structure. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, this is the double top shape over here, which actually played out really well. We got this neckline at $60,000. Sorry, it's 59,600. So at 59,600, we broke to the downside, and so yeah. And today we kind of trading in this range of 58,600, 58,400 again. So this is basically what we got on this Friday trading session. Almost the similar levels and almost the similar prices over here. So, well, I would like to put some levels on the chart, and after that we're gonna keep going on this one. So this level I think is strong. Another level 6,300, 6,600, and we got these levels from last time. So 57,600. Right there at 55,700, 56,500 ish. So all these levels I think are important. We probably gonna see 57,800 as well. So yeah, I was looking on the charts for the last couple of minutes, and I didn't find anything particularly interesting for right now, especially to open a trade right now. We don't have any news for today, and whatever we have, it's only going to be for Wednesday. So the Wednesday is going to be a FOMC meeting. It's going to be a very important meeting because this is going to be a rate decision meeting. And what I wanted to show on this one, this chart, let's switch to the weekly time frame. I'm gonna show you right there. So here I have Fed interest rates chart down there. Let's see what we can see on a logarithmic. Yeah, on logarithmic we can see a little bit more details on past movements as well. So the biggest rate cut was in the biggest in the latest history, right? So this rate cut was in the COVID drop. So we had it in the February and March of 2020. And another Fed rate cut we saw in the 2019 July August, September, and October and November stayed flat. So they kind of shaped this. So they started to cut the rates a little bit. So we see the price of Bitcoin is kind of struggling over here. It was pain in the ass to trade this range, actually. I remember these times. And after the rates stopped to cut in 2019, in the end of 2019, we saw the positive move to the upside from Bitcoin and many other assets as well on the market. And we saw the move from 6,600 up to almost $10,000 on the Bitcoin that year. So, what I was talking about that is that we're gonna see some movement to the downside from rate cut, from rates, right? And it seems like there is a high chances that this FOMC meeting is going to change the rates by 50 base points. There is at least the chances that there is a really high chance that they're gonna cut by 50 base points. Obviously, like for example, last week, if you're gonna check the news, if you're gonna check some interviews and things like this, you're gonna find that the more probable is gonna be a 25 base cut. However, on this week, it seems like the chances is actually increasing a little bit. So we might see a rate cut on this occasion. So that's gonna be probably, I don't know if it's gonna be one rate cut or we're gonna see another rate cut in November. That's gonna be weird actually, because next FOMC meeting is gonna be, I don't remember exactly the date. However, I noticed that it's gonna be after the elections. So if they're gonna cut the rates after the elections, there is a possibility of that, but I don't really know how this is going to impact the markets. It's probably going to be a volatile period, and it's probably going to be a stormy situation all over the places, not only on Bitcoin. So for now, what I'm actually expecting is that, okay, they're going to rate the cut in this Wednesday. We're going to see some more volatility to the prices on this week. However, after rate cut and rate cuts and rates settles and all this kind of news settles, we're gonna see maybe a next week, like for example, what is the next week is gonna be? The next week is starting Monday, September 23. So after that period, I'm kind of expecting that the price probably gonna start to consolidate and start to move a little bit to the upside, and there is a high chances that we're gonna cross $60,000 on the beginning of the October. So I'm really expecting that. So let's see, and October 1st is gonna be in the Tuesday. So yeah, there is a high chances that we're gonna see some price spike to the upside in the beginning of the October, and everybody knows that October is October, right? So I guess this one is actually October, and that's gonna be amazing to see real October in the action. This one. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about these incoming rate cuts in the Wednesday. I'm saying like it's confirmed, right? So there is a possibility that they're gonna change the rates, and so yeah. So it seems like we got another interesting news from Bitcoin as well. I'm gonna switch over to Bitcoin dominance chart. I just received some notification. So this is actually my analysis for, I guess, for myself. I don't really know if I shared it to somebody, this one. So this rising wedge or ending diagonal, or call it whatever you want. So I place it this line to check the chart target. So the target was 58%, and right now reaching 58%. So what is interesting, actually, what is interesting over here is that the 58% is a new high and is actually new multi-year high. So if I'm gonna use date range, you're gonna see this. So if we're gonna check it, so from there, right? So it's 1,253 days. So how many years is that? I guess about 3 years. So 1,253 by 365. Yeah, so it's 3.5 years. So this is a new high, and it's a multi-year high. So that's quite an interesting thing to see. However, I did find that right now we have more dominance charts on the trading view, and let's see if we're gonna see some other dominance charts. So USDT dominance, other crypto market dominance, so basically altcoins market dominance, right? Ethereum, Solana, whatever this is not really important. What I think is important is actually stablecoins and altcoins. So why I'm saying that is right now their Bitcoin dominance is not gonna tell you if we're gonna enter the altcoin season. Why is that? Why I'm stating like this is simply because market is changed, and it's changed by a lot. What I mean by that is right now we currently see the shift from trading and holding like purely Bitcoin and trading versus Bitcoin. We see more people start to trade and they enter in the market with USDT. So they enter in basically with stablecoins, or it's USDC or it's USDT, whatever. They enter in market with stablecoins, and they actually trade versus stablecoins, and it's not the same like we had like many years before, right? Like 5 years ago, it's different that we had. So right now, the trust in stablecoins, the trust in this area is a little bit higher than it was 5 and 6 years ago. So that's why we see shift from dominance. So we kind of expect that Bitcoin going to be like a dominant cryptocurrency. However, the stablecoins is more important right now. And if you see dominance on, let me pull up. Oh, I'm gonna pull up like this. So dominance. I'm gonna pull the charts for you in the same chart. So new pane, right? So what we gonna have right here? It's Fed funds. Let's how to change. Somebody knows how to hide this one. I'm gonna check this one. So what we have here, pane always invisible, visible mouse over. Okay. Yep. So I'm gonna collapse on this ones. So what you're gonna see on the bottom of my chart right now, you're gonna see USDT dominance, and you're gonna see other dominance. So other dominance is basically altcoins and tokens. It's basically altcoins and tokens, and we gonna see the altcoin season only when others dominance is having an increase in the price. And maybe we're gonna check this one to, I don't know, maybe we're gonna check it for bars, candles. Yeah, let's make it candles. I want to see this one as candles as well. So yeah, and let's bring it a little bit closer to our eyes. So, and right now you exactly see what I'm talking about. Right now we see increase in stable coins. Like we see increase in stable coins right here. And yeah, we see increase in Bitcoin dominance as well. However, we in the same time we see increase in stable coins. So what this means? It means people are coming from tokens and coins. They're coming from altcoins. They shifting their holdings to the stable coins, and that's what I'm actually seeing on the market, and that's kind of how you should treat the dominance charts right now. Don't look only on Bitcoin dominance, because right now it's not gonna tell you that the altcoin like is knocking on the door. It's just a little bit different right now. So right now you have to watch others. You have to watch others' dominance and make a decision. So, for example, what I'm saying, like others having some kind of resistance right here, and it's actually making some type of wedge. And wedge is usually reversal patterns, and usually wedges break into the upside if this is down a descending wedge appear on the chart, or if it's a rising wedge, then it's going to be on the different side. So, like here. So this rising wedge to the upside and break to the downside, right? So, and when we have falling wedge, we break into the upside. So that's the market theory, right? And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it's just a probability game. You have to make sure that you're following risk management, and that way you can actually manage to have winning in the long run on the markets. So the levels are here. It's like 10.6, 8.2. I don't think anything somewhere in the middle right here. This kind of level is a little bit weak. It's 8.85. And right here 11.89 and 12.5, the levels which I'm looking for on altcoins on this occasion. I don't really think we're gonna see more on this period. Probably even less, because we having some resistance right here. So there is a chance that we're gonna have like a move to the 10.6, 10.7, maybe 11. So just want to see, yeah, this level, 11, exactly on this area. So yeah, this is basically analysis for altcoins dominance, what they're gonna do. So I think, like, after checking this chart, I'm thinking that we're gonna see, we're gonna see, what the fuck is doing? Sorry, I have lost my chart. Yep, I found it again. So what I'm thinking is that altcoins is potentially gonna have moved to the upside in the end of this year. However, I'm saying potential. If there is not other factors that gonna impact the markets, that's gonna restrict price move to the upside. So I hope so. I hope that we're gonna see some increase in the altcoins this year. That would be amazing for everybody, I guess. And once again, don't look on the Bitcoin dominance. Better check altcoin dominance and better check stablecoin dominance until you see some kind of pattern, until you see some kind of relationship in this, and you're gonna find it's more useful, I think, than rather looking just solely on the Bitcoin dominance. It's a little bit different right now. Sorry, guys. So it's a little bit different right now to what we had in the 5-6 years ago. So it's different. So these levels are working. I'm pretty sure this level is gonna work. That's where everything is working actually. So we have like downward wedge. So altcoins is full of wedges actually, right? Full of wedges. So, and you can see from 2000, yeah, it's from 2016 even. So we kind of rising, slowly rising, right? Slowly rising to the upside. We have technically the altcoin dominance having higher highs, higher lows all over the place. And right now we see that 8. Almost 8, right? So the level of 8% dominance on the altcoins is actually really important level. It's the 2023 low, and the another low is at 6%. It's 2020 low. So I'm not really sure that we're gonna keep like this. I'm just looking. We're gonna get lower highs on this one. However, it's normal because we didn't see bull market on the streets. So I covered this pretty good. I hope you can find this useful for you. Let me know what you think in the comments or in the Telegram. I would love to see your opinion on that. Let's check the condominance once again. 58% right now. Reach it this level of 58%, which was the level for 2020 right here. And so that is going to the upside. So dominance of Bitcoin could increase a little bit more if we're gonna cross this level. However, I would like to see some kind of market structure in this region. That's potential for some movements. You know, this could be really good for market, but it also could be a really struggling if we're gonna see market panic and the market panic and the sideways and some kind of structure on the dominance is gonna change some sentiment on the market. So let's okay, I'm gonna close our scene right here and let's get back to Bitcoin. So what we discussed last week is that we kind of having a head and shoulders formation, and today we came back to the neckline of this head and shoulders. So let me show it for you. Neck line. I'm gonna change the position. So this is the neckline. Oops, sorry. So this is the neckline of the head and shoulders, and we are retesting its strengths. So there is a chance that we're gonna cross it below. Right now it looks like so. It looks like a little bit weak. To me, the current price action is it's kind of looking weak. We could potentially go to 57,600 easily today. That's where this point of control is lying, and we got this tremendously hard price action during last week as well on this area. So there is a chance that we're gonna sweep to the downside over here, and yeah, maybe it's gonna be another retest of some kind of stop losses and things like this before going to the upside actually. And let's hope so. Let's hope so that we're gonna actually move to this area and then pull to the upside from it. That would be amazing for us, right? So I would like to see some longs as well on the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq is actually like flushing to the downside. It's flushing to the downside since the beginning of this trading session right here. So we ended up the Friday where we ended the Friday. Let me check. So we ended up Friday right here, right? At 19,500. So move it sideways in this morning, and then move to the downside. So when the market is opened in US is actually right now. So we're going to see some spike in volume. And right now, this like slowly pushing to the downside. However, I don't really see like strong pressure. It's just a slow movement to the downside. We see some fluctuations around the levels, and it seems like we came back to the Friday opening range. So the Friday was open at 19,430s, and today we are at 94.15s as well. So we are really close to the Friday opening range, and well, it's really high chances. At least I think that we're gonna have the high chance to move to the upside on this day, and it seems like this area, like this area, and maybe a little bit lower, is gonna hold this one. It's gonna hold this zone before the move to the upside. So I'm looking for some longs over here. I'm not really sure if I'm looking to open right now. I'm gonna see that and stay with me on this one. For Bitcoin, once again, I already told you that I'm looking for continuation a little bit of to the downside. So I'm actually looking for 57, 58, so 57,900, 58,000, you know, and this area of 57,500 as well, where we can actually start moving to the upside from this area. And let's make a little update on the fear and greed index over here on the top left corner. So you can see fear is now, right now at 39. We actually managed to be neutral yesterday at 51. And so you can see yesterday we was at $60,000. So everybody is actually waiting on, you know, moving higher through 60s to move into the 61 and things like this. That would actually highlight some spark in the market, you know, to move to the upside. However, what I was noticing Friday right away that yes, we move it to the upside, we move it to 60s. However, we left with nothing. Like the market is on the weekend, the market is 100% different beast. It's moving differently. It's lacking liquidity, and it's actually not so technical like it doing something on the weekdays. So that's the first sign that I thought, okay, maybe it's not gonna be a fun weekend, and it's probably not gonna be a fun next week because of that lack of liquidity. And we actually managed to break to the downside on tonight actually. And so yeah, so I'm gonna wait patiently for these levels like 57,600, 57,800, 900, and 58,200 before making any decisions right now. I don't really want to risk on this occasion, especially we are in the FOMC week. So in the Wednesday, we're going to have massive reaction over the markets, and then that's going to be a craziness on the market, I think. So I don't really want to, you know, go in this week with some kind of baggage. I just want to see how the market is going to react on this news and things like this. So let's have a chill today, and if we're gonna see some entries, I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna walk you through this, and I'm gonna trade. But right now, I don't really think that is necessary to actually trade this area, and this area seems to me just a little bit off. I don't want to short this area. Like for me, this area is a little bit unstable. Like when I see what is happening inside 30-second time frame, it's actually not what I would like to actually trade. Like if you enter in some levels breakout, like for example 58,500, you can easily be washed away. And yeah, so it's tough, a little bit tough. Once again, I'm gonna look for opportunities. I'm gonna see some opportunities, but right now I'm gonna wait for more clear price action. Like for example, if we're gonna have some, man, I don't know. I don't even know what we need to have to actually trade this right now. Potential triangle on 30-second time frame. We could potentially go to the 58, 58, 600, 58, 550, and then move to the downside once again. I don't know. Not the best price action that I would like to trade at the moment. What you guys think? Like, what is your opinion on the market? I know you've been watching the market on the weekends. Let me know what you think about this. I don't know. If you think up, say up. If you think down, say down. So let's see what you think. I'm gonna sip my coffee, right? That one is nice. What you guys drinking on this one? Let me know. So, So yeah, you can see over here we reached 58 583 and rejecting it a little bit, but there is a chance that we could go to the resistance line over here and move to the downside. So what is Nazi doing over here? Yep, it's actually moving to the resistance zone from here. That's interesting. That's interesting. That could be some kind of shift of momentum right here at 94.12. Once again, I'm looking for longs today. I hope that we're gonna see some longs on over this trading session. But right now, I'm still in the process of trying to find some confirmation for myself for this action. So let's see what we have in. All right. So I want to see if we're gonna have some kind of major news today, but I don't see anything. Nothing major on the economic calendar. Okay, we got some news. So, Binance founder CZ gonna be released from prison on September 29th. So I guess that's the market news that we want to see, and what we discussed over Bitcoin and over Bitcoin and over Fed rates. That's actually where the price could start moving to the upside on that release date. So the release date is going to be in September 2029. So yeah, September 29 is kind of yeah, it's a little bit weird day, but it's going to be a Sunday. And yeah, so we're probably going to start to move into the upside in the Monday and Tuesday as well on October 3rd, 13, and in October 1st, right? So yeah. So right now we kind of, once again, we moved from 58,589 down to 58,504. So nothing too crazy happening. This kind of triangle that I would like to see that it's go to the downside. I don't really know if it actually will go. For those who just tune in, I want to say that I'm looking for longs today on Nasdaq. I'm looking for longs on Bitcoin as well. However, I'm looking for longs from a little bit lower price on the Bitcoin. Maybe we could get a move to the downside on this area. Maybe. Once again, maybe. If we're going to get some other confirmations, some other confirmation price action, that is going to tell me like, okay, we go to the upside. So that's where I'm going to change my entry zone. However, right now I'm looking for entry zone at a little bit below 58, probably 57,895, 57,582. So that's the levels where I would like to see the move to the upside. For God's sake, I'm gonna change this one to 0.25 on the Nasdaq. Yep. So I'm gonna trade from starting from one contract. I'm not gonna to go on the crazy amounts. Just you know, it's always a good option to start a trade with smaller amount, just to to scratch the surface and to see if it's actually moving to your expectations. So Bitcoin is having a little breakdown from 58,500. Just a really tiny, slow breakdown. Not a huge volume or whatever. So and yesterday we saw news that some gunshots was fired at Donald Trump in golf club. Fired at Donald Trump's golf club where he was golfing actually. So looks like he's safe, so it's good. So anyway, gonna see some so slow move to the downside right here on the Nasdaq. Still can slightly consolidate over the area of 94.20. So back to the 4-hour time frame, and here we have the neckline retest. And once again, I'm looking for long entries, actually, to be honest with you guys. I'm looking for the entries at below the neckline, and it's probably gonna be a short-term scoop to the downside and then pull to the upside. However, I could be wrong, I could be wrong. I'm gonna trade with stop loss. That's obvious. You have to do this as well. So I'm gonna try myself in this area. I'm gonna try to set up some long entries from this zone, unless we're gonna see some kind of craziness in the market. But right now I'm just looking on this as it is. I was actually experimenting with the lines yesterday, and I find a little interesting point over here. So if we're gonna change the line angle right there, and if you're gonna see that this line is actually moving from highs to highs, not highs, but from closing prices it's moving through the candlesticks. So you're gonna see that right now the price, and yesterday the price was exactly at this area of this resistance, and is actually trying to avoid this line. You can see it's trying to avoid this line. It's having the same angle of these two highs, and then it's moved to the downside. Coincidence? I don't think so, but it looks like someone, or I don't know, maybe group of somebody is just looking on this line like this, and they started to short the market. They started to sell early on this one. They didn't want to see the price push through 61, and higher. So they just created a new lower high on this occasion, and today we are trading our right below 60s. So maybe it's some kind of conspiracy theory, but at least I feel like this is somebody play out. This is how somebody planned and executed at this area in this manner. For what reason is only the question, right? You don't know the reason why the price moving like so. Unfortunately, basically no liquidity on the market right now. I was actually expecting that the market is gonna have some kind of liquidity on this print, but we don't see anything. So yeah. I'm gonna wait a little bit more. We are up like 42 minutes in this stream. I hope you enjoyed this one. And I don't know. Right now, I don't see any particular trades. I'm looking for a trade a little bit lower to go to the long on this one. By the way, I wanted to say a little more things about overall crypto industry right now. So what we're looking at this consolidation zone is actually that we're gonna have more selling pressure from altcoins. So from altcoin, why are we gonna have this? Because on the next week and on this week as well, we're gonna see some more token unlocks on the altcoins and tokens, and we're gonna see some upcoming airdrops like Katizen, like Hamster, and things like this. That's probably gonna flood the market with more selling pressure from those who get the coins, get the tokens from their airdrops. So there is a potential to move to the downside on this week and the next week as well. So I'm really saying that this one, stay cautious right now, stay away from high risky trades, especially on altcoins and things like this. That's not the place where you can go all in. Yeah, well, there's actually no place where you could go all in, but it's better to avoid some unnecessary risks right now. So just keep it safe, keep it slowly, and keep it small position right now. You always can add to position. You always can buy more if you have some free capital, if you have some free cash, you're gonna have opportunity to buy more, whenever the price is gonna give you the opportunity. But right now it's not this the case. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but just guess. Being extra careful is always a good thing. So, sometimes in trade of gaming, small is actually big. So this is what I've heard, and I actually experienced it myself, that sometimes just go smaller position size, just go smaller risk, and everything will be fine, everything will be on point, and you're gonna have more relaxed, maybe if it can be called a relaxed, but anyway, you're gonna have some more free time and more opportunity to see the price and see how the prices behave. So right now we have this resistance line over here. I think this resistance line is important line on the charts. I'm gonna synchronize it between the charts, and right here you can see on the 30-second time frame it appears right here at 58,600 area. So 58,600 area, yep, right there. So right now the price is a little bit pushing to the downside. We get a rejection from 58,430, and there we could go to the upside a little bit more. It seems like this triangle is kind of getting out of date. There is another resistance still playing out, but this one is basically broken. So whatever, we look for some movement. Nasdaq keeping in the same pace, created new daily lows over here at 9407, and moving a little bit to the upside, just slightly, just really slightly and slowly. All right, so where we at right now? We at 9420 on the Nasdaq, 58,552 on the Bitcoin. Still moving kind of slow. Both markets are moving a little bit slower on this one, and not doing too much right now. So far, so good. No trades by right now. I'm just looking for entry on Bitcoin a little bit lower at 57 and 900, maybe 58 something. We have this downtrend line. It's still not broken. We're still below this trend line. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see more selling pressure to the downside from this line. However, things could change rapidly, so I'm prepared for anything that could happen on the market right now. But yeah, I don't want to short from this area. Basically, why I don't want to short, because last time this area of 58 was quite dense area, and you can see right here the price just wiggling around and dancing like on some hardboard, and I don't know. And it's a little bit tough area, and I don't want to pick shorts right now. I just want to see how the price gonna dip, or if it will dip, or if it not gonna dip to this area, and then I'm gonna buy on from this area, looking on the reaction, what the reaction is gonna be from this area. You're gonna see some good long shadow wicks on this area. That's gonna be an amazing opportunity for long. But if the wicks is gonna be small, and candlestick is gonna be, not full of liquidity, that I'm gonna be skipping this day. And I'm pretty sure that this is basically because tomorrow the another big chunk of news we're gonna have in Wednesday, and everybody's kind of waiting. They don't want to go long, they want to go short on this one. So yeah, I hope that you can find some sense in my words, and if not, let me know. I would like to discuss this. I want to keep it simple today. And for Nasdaq, I'm also looking for longs, but I would like to see longs from, once again, a little bit lower prices. I kind of have feeling that we're gonna go a little bit more to the downside today on this. So I'm really looking at the 94.407, where we actually rebounded right now, and I'm looking at, as well at 93.93 as well. These levels and the 93.82. So this kind of area where I would look for longs. However, if we're gonna start, hardly selling to the downside, there's gonna be another discussion, right? So whatever is gonna happen, I'm prepared. In any way, I'm looking for longs on this one. I'm looking for longs on Bitcoin as well, just from a little bit lower areas. And if you're looking for some kind of insights on Bitcoin and altcoins, just rewind this live stream. In the beginning, I started to discuss on Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance and Fed rates and things like this. So don't miss on that. Just go back. Right now, we don't have anything. Well, we kind of break into the downside, but we don't have anything too important right now in the moment. Maybe we're gonna have this in a few minutes, but right now, just watching the market, and yeah. So the markets is just wiggling around. So Bitcoin kind of rejecting from 58,385, 358. But did you notice that we rejected from this trend line? Let's get our eyes on other markets like gold. Like gold is actually pushing like hard. So wait a minute. Where we was in the Friday? On the Friday we was. Let me check. Let me see daily chart. Daily chart. So the Friday was Friday high was at 25.87, and today we opened it and actually touched a new all-time high at 25.89, almost 90, right? And so far it's moving like a train to the upside. However, let's check on 4-hour time frame. You can see over here this kind of structure building up on the chart. Let's switch over to 1-hour time frame as well. 1-hour time frame is kind of shaping like a wedge to the upside, and which I talked about today, that the wedges are usually reversal stuff. Something like this. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, maybe not, but it looks like we got some momentum to the downside. However, momentum to the upside is looking stronger. We have this resistance at 25.89. We have support at 25.77, and this is kind of flat range on the top of the market. It could go to the upside from here. It could go to the downside from here. So let's wait on more clear structure, because right now it's kind of trying to make some move from this wedge to the downside and pull him up to the upside, because there is a lot of orders going on in this area that supports the price, and it seems like the another support region is 25.63 as well. And what we discussed last time, it was the move to the upside, then hard move to the downside, and I'm kind of expecting this one, just simply because that's it is, to me it looks like it's a nature of gold, where the price is just pushing through some important levels, pushing to the upside, then coming back, retesting it multiple times, and sometimes it's actually making retest for years, and before the making actually break out or move to the downside from the level. So I'm looking for this kind of price action, move to the upside, like maybe final short squeeze, and then move to the downside there to back to this area of previous highs, 25, 33, 31. This is the area which could be retested. And why I'm saying that is, oh well, we have so much tensions around the world, and we have so much political news incoming the next months. So yeah, so we're gonna have some impact news on the price. We're gonna have a new president in US in the upcoming months. So let's see how this goes for gold. And what is Ethereum doing? So Ethereum reached this resistance and rejected it hard, really hard. So this resistance played out really well. I'm gonna just slightly pull it to the right, so you can see that this resistance played out really well on this one. And right now we are at support range at 2,240 and 2,300. So, well, like a Bitcoin, I'm kind of expecting that it's gonna close these lows and try to recover from this area. That's my expectations. I'm not gonna trade Ethereum. Sorry guys, but I'm not gonna trade Ethereum. I just want to check this and to kind of see if this line up with my expectations over Bitcoin. But yeah, it seems like it does somehow. And if I'm gonna switch over to daily time frame, I'm kind of looking at this area, and I'm kind of started to feel that there's some type of accumulation going on. However, maybe it's too early to say that. But the breakout from this trend line actually could be really strong. And if we're gonna see breakout from this trend line in the next months, so in the beginning of October, that's probably gonna make some huge move to the upside. So stay tuned on that. I'm probably gonna release some charts on this in nearest future. But so far I'm kind of looking this chart looking to me that it have some opportunity, that Ethereum having some opportunity on this season and this period to move to the upsides, maybe slightly, maybe a lot, but the chances are there. The low level that I would like to not to cross that I would like not to cross is 2000 area. If we're gonna cross 2000 area, that's gonna be a death sentence for Ethereum. So make sure your eyes are pointed on 2000. I think that's where everybody is actually looking for. And if the 2000 gonna fall, that's gonna be probably end for this area. And if we're gonna break through 2000s, that's gonna open up the zone of to 1500 area. So this is really wide area. Be careful with this, but I'm looking positive on this one. I'm really looking positive on this area. We're kind of struggling a little bit to break, but I don't know, maybe we're gonna see some game-changing news. So Bitcoin is kind of wiggling around this line again. Let's check Aave. Aave, it's on the same note that we discussed. That just to remind you guys, I told you that this area is gonna be some kind of consolidation area. It could be consolidation to the upside, it could be consolidation to the downside. Whatever the case is gonna be, it's gonna be. So I'm looking for this price as much as you. I'm looking to actually go in long on this for myself, but for a longer period. I know I miss it a lot of this price. We kind of tried to long from 90s in the Telegram. I managed to take some profits on the spot. However, I didn't hold for this long. I didn't expect that it's gonna move like this. But right now it's actually looking kind of interesting, and we are attempting to break out from 150. We even reached 160, so I don't see the reason why this token or coin, whatever, I don't see the reason why it could not go to the upside if market is going to be bullish, right? So if market is going to be bullish, this is going to propel to the upside really good. But right now it's just a range, where others taking profits. Wow, what a strong breakout from Nasdaq. What a strong breakout. This is big, actually. This is really big. This is far away from my expected levels, and it's quick, really quick. Everything is selling off, right? Yeah, Bitcoin started to selling off to the downside as well. Market's just pulling away to the downside. Let me see. We pull into the downside 9,300 on the Nasdaq, and then 58,200 on the Bitcoin. We're still kind of higher than my expectations for today. So I'm kind of looking for more move to the downside. Just part of me trying to say to me like, you should short this. You kind of saw this. You saw this happening, right? But like I said, I'm looking for entry on the long side on this one. I don't really think that we're gonna deep lower on this occasion, but whatever is gonna happen is. Let me see. So, what is actually happening? Why is so selling so hard? Let's see why it's actually dumping to the downside so hard. Maybe if you guys know, let me know. If you guys know something, let me know why it's deep into the downside on this one. So we having mixed stocks. I see a lot of stocks pulling to the downside as well as Nasdaq. Bitcoin 58,100. 58, we touched 58. So really close to my zone, really close. I'm still looking for this sell-off to end, and then I'm gonna start building long positions from this area. Meanwhile, I'm checking on some market news. I don't see anything. I don't see anything too crazy, but it just seems like people are just, these people are trying to sell on the Fed rate cut news. Really nice sell-off to the downside. I don't see much reaction from here right now. Slightly, just a slight move from these lows. We didn't made a new lows on this print, but as per Nasdaq, it's kind of bouncing off 9,300. So the level is actually these highs from this zone laid out really nicely. All right. So now we kind of have it. And the price is pulling to the upside really, really fast. Really fast move to the upside. Let's see if we actually could get a long entry from this Nasdaq pull to the downside. Let's see. On this chart, let's switch over to 15-minute time frame. Right here. So we got a few levels, maybe even this level. It seems like the 93,670 is also good. That's where the prices is just tickling around, and it's always hard to say. So it seems like some traders taking some covering shorts on this move. It doesn't look like a strong buy zone. However, the zone is actually good. It's previous week highs. So it seems like this area is gonna play major role today, but I'm gonna see how it's gonna settles, and I don't really want to rush in position right now. Especially for Nasdaq, it's kind of new market to me. I traded S&P for quite a while. I get used to it, but right now I want to switch to Nasdaq actually, because I find it a little bit faster than S&P. So it's probably gonna make some. It's probably gonna take me some time to actually get in, and to get used to it. But yeah. So Bitcoin is moved to the upside slightly moved to the upside, retested 58,350s, and right now still moving to the downside. Still kind of lacking liquidity. We kind of see injection in the volumes. However, it's still lacking of some liquidity over here. Even yesterday, during the weekend, we saw a little bit bigger volume on the tonight session as well. So right now it's just a slight increase in volume, but nothing too crazy, nothing too big. So meanwhile, let's get our eyes on other altcoins, or maybe some kind of stuff that is particularly cool or interesting on this one. I'm looking at Toncoin, and I see that the breakdown from this trend line has happened in the weekend. I didn't see the chart since last week. So we kind of have this wedge to the upside. So we have channel to the downside, wedge to the upside. Right now, building some kind of channel to the downside from here. And I would like to see some levels. 538, 520, and there is a 556 as well. I think it's a good level. Yep. So looking for some price action to the downside with the market, and probably dance to the sideways before actually pulling to the upside, or if we're gonna have some different shape over here, that's gonna be a different talk. Okay, what else do we have? Go and pull in 58 130. So let's see if we could break through lows right here at 58.07. So, like I said, this is not a buy rebound from this area. It seems like it's just a short covering their profits on this zone, and we still pull into the downside. Maybe we could get some double bottom, but I'm not so sure about that. So I'm just gonna see this, and Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq is pulling to the upside slightly right here, and we kind of have this low. So let's see if we could break this low or we stay higher. Then I'm gonna probably take a scratch trade. Yep, we put into the upside more. Yep, we put it more to the upside. So I'm trying to get a buy over here. Let's see if it actually could get this. So I'm getting one contract over here. I'm gonna pull the stop loss below this low. Just one contract, just to see if we can actually move to the upside from here, because this is really a long week. This is really long. Let's see. Now, maybe. Well, there is a potential for some move from this line. Let's see. Could have a better entry, but it seems like entered really mark it up. This one. No, that's not. It's not working right now. I'm gonna close this trade. It doesn't seem to me good. I don't know. I looking out on this 50-minute time frame. I see this huge week to the downside. I'm kind of leaning towards long on this one because we could have a really big, inside candlestick over here. We kind of bounced it really nice on 30-second time frame as well. Look at this. Look at 1 minute time frame. We got 3 white soldiers right there and things like this. There is a chances that we could actually hold this one. So it's kind of mixed all over the place, but let's see. We're kind of rejecting this area. Oh my god. Let's see what is Bitcoin over here doing. Oh, yep, it's kind of making the low down to 57,900. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. That seems to me interesting. Well, this is nice rejection over here. Really like how it played out. Didn't enter it this one. I was quite busy with managing Nasdaq, so I'm pulling my stop loss above this low, just for safety a little bit. It seems like we got this structure: higher highs, higher lows on the 30-second time frame. And I would like to pull my take profit at 94.34. However, we could not reach it, but let me check. This is a little bit too high, a little bit. Just slightly off the market range, right? So, yeah. So it's kind of 1-to-1 trade, looks like. Let's see. small profits is also profits. Is always good to try and see if you are right or wrong. So back to Bitcoin a little bit. Getting complicated. Okay, I imagine this good. I'm gonna consider to change stop loss right here to this low, just slightly in the profits. So on this one, I don't really know. I was kind of expecting some kind of price structure down there in 57,900. Yeah, we reached this one, but it's not. There is no structure right now, so I'm not entering it at the moment. So let's see. Let's take a look on what Solana doing. What is Solana status right here? It seems like like if we compare it to Ethereum and Bitcoin, we see that Ethereum and Bitcoin touched this line. However, Solana didn't, and still trading at 130. Still kind of bouncy all over the place. So it's shaking from 120 to 139. And this area is actually starting to look like small, maybe some weird but small head and shoulders. You know, we kind of we get sometimes in this market areas where it's starting to look like a weird head and shoulders bottoming. So right now it looks like so, and potential move to the upside is on the next week, maybe end of this week. I don't know. Anyway, Nasdaq hit our target profit right here. Yeah, we finally made it. Small profits, beginning of the week. Let's see how it goes. I really enjoyed this one. It was not so hard to catch. I took it really small with just a small one contract. But yeah, managed to take a trade to the home, right? Okay, Bitcoin is making new higher high over here. But yeah, So keep and move to the upside on Bitcoin as well. We kind of reaching this resistance zone of this line. Nasdaq keeping to the high again. So potentially we're gonna reach this level. I didn't think so, but yeah, right now. So what is happening right now? So we keep moving to the upside, but right now we can see some sellers stepping on the Nasdaq, pulling price slightly to the downside. But yeah, wow! This is some buyers on this one. This is some heavy buying on this one. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Let's see if Bitcoin can follow up on that as well. We can actually break through it or move to 58,600. I don't know. Chances are. Let me see. So Nasdaq rejected from this level. Actually, reject from this level. Man, I'm kind of feeling that I had to put take profit over here. Anyway, every day you learn some new things, right? And so right now it's just slightly off. But yeah, anyway. Right. So guys, I really have to go right now. I've been staying there for 1.5 hours. Market just started to move in. I really like how it moves. However, I'm gonna try to fix my stuff over here and then go back to the markets whenever I can, and I'm gonna update you on Telegram. So stay tuned for my channels, and yeah. If you have some ideas over trades, let me know them in Telegram. Send me a private message, or I don't know, send me a comment below the video. So yeah, guys, see you next time tomorrow at the same time. And yeah, have a nice day and big profits. Goodbye.